Hello, happy Wednesday. I am sitting down to plan my meals, or I've actually already sat down and planned my meals. And I'm going to share with you kind of what I've done to make it a little bit easier. And I'll go ahead and share my screen and kind of take you through my meal planning process. What I actually did is I went into my meal plan archive. So, I just clicked on meal plans, and you can see there's a drop down menu. So if you're doing different programs, like if you're following 2B Mindset or 4 Week Gut Protocol, you can click on 80-day obsession, all the different types of nutrition plans that I've followed before. You can find meal plans for those. But what I actually did is I went and I kind of scrolled down to the bottom and went back in time to last summer, because I remember last week I did one of the summer weekly meal plans. So I just popped one of those open and then pulled up the meal plan from last year. I think it's maybe from this time last year. It's not the same weeks, but that's okay. I went back in time where I left off from last week, because I did the same thing last week. And this meal plan kind of has those same summer themes, either grill, a simple sheet pan meal, a one pot meal, and a no cook meal. So, what I like to do is I like to start with a template, and you can also go into my resource library and you can find meal plan templates for all those different meal plans too, because I like to use a template to start with. I feel like it just gives you a nice starting point, and then you can fill in things from there. So, and I also like to make note of anything that we have going on. So, Sunday is the 3rd, Monday is the 4th of July. We really don't have any plans, so I just kind of left the meals that were planned there. Maybe I'll switch the grill day with the 4th of July day. It just depends. The main idea is to have enough meals and have enough food on hand, and then you can switch things around. If you followed me this week, you noticed that we did switch some things around this week, which means, some things probably need to carry over. I'll have to check into that. Then I just put the different days of the week, the dates, and then what we have going on. Thursday, I get to host Bunko at my house, and I'm doing a 4th of July themed Bunko party there, so that should be lots of fun. And then from there, I just start filling in my meals. My meal 1 is always my shake. Oh, and this one doesn't have the green. But carrying over from Gut Protocol, the extra veggies, I have been adding those in. So I usually do like a spinach or a kale, blend it up in my shake. And then, so meal 1's the same for every day. Meal 2, I picked 2 of those for the week. So those are kind of like a breakfast meal. So here I have a BLT wrap. And before, I would have done like a whole wheat tortilla. But now after Gut Protocol, I did find some gluten-free tortillas, and then I also found some like almond flour, so they're also gluten-free, so I'll probably use those for that. And then the other one I chose is bagel sandwich, which I can still do a bagel sandwich because I have found some gluten-free bagels as well, so I can keep that all the same as well. And then I pick 2 meal 3s or 2 lunches for the week. And this week I got really fancy. And on Sunday I meal prepped all my lunches for the week. So that was nice. And it's been nice to just be able to go into the fridge and grab it and then eat my lunch and have that all prepared. So next week I'm planning on an Asian salad bowl with some broccoli slaw, cucumber, brown rice, edamame, and then salad dressing. And then the second one I'll do is a pasta salad with some gluten-free pasta, some air-fried chickpeas, some salad mix, and some artichoke hearts. So those are my 2 lunches, and then I can prep them ahead if I have time this weekend, and then just alternate them throughout the week. And then I pick 2 afternoon snacks, and so I've got the spinach watermelon salad, which is great for this time of year. And the recipe, if you follow the link, the recipe that I have includes feta cheese, and I've just been omitting the feta. And then the other afternoon snack I have is peppers with hummus and mango. So then all I need to do is fill in my dinners for the week, and sometimes what you may need to do is, if you have a dinner idea in mind, you can start with a dinner and then kind of fill in the rest of the recipes. But since this one's already done, I didn't have to think about it that hard. So I've got a cedar plank salmon with some green beans, and I probably won't do corn Um, but I may. We'll see. My son and his new braces, it's kind of hard for him. So maybe I'll do some canned corn or something like that. And then on Monday night, I have for their sheet pan meal a sheet pan barbecue with chicken and potatoes. That's simple and easy. And then I just usually steam like some broccoli in the microwave. And then on Tuesday, the beef macaroni from Fix8. That's a really good one. I'm going to change this broccoli to green beans so it's not so much broccoli. Green beans. Okay. And then the Fix8 beef macaroni. You can see I needed the blue container that's usually up here, so I pulled that blue container down. And then I had moved the orange container up from here. So like I said, if you find a recipe that you want to make, you just have to move your containers around accordingly. So that just becomes a spinach watermelon salad, and I wouldn't put the nuts in it for that one. And then on Wednesday, no cook night, a chef salad. That's so simple to make and throw together. So basically, I'll probably just do like some spinach, some ham and turkey. I moved my blue down here for that one because I think I had, in the previous menu, it was at lunch, but we don't really have leftovers anymore. So I moved the blue down here. You can do some cheese with that and then some salad dressing. And then on Thursday, I have bunko at my house, so I will probably not stay on the container plans because I do have some plans. I plan to make some of the firecracker hot dogs, so with like the breadstick dough, but I'm going to use like some chicken sausage instead, so it's a little bit healthier. And then I am going to make the spinach watermelon salad, and then I found a really good gluten-free lemon pound cake. Gluten-free is probably the only part that's healthy about it. It's still got all the sugar and butter, but it was really good. I made it for my family this past weekend to try it out, and I'm excited to make it again. And then Friday we usually eat out as well as Saturday. So that's kind of how I go about my meal plans, moving containers around, and starting out with a template. But if you have any questions about meal planning, I'd love to help you out.